The veil is thinning. Illusions will shatter. There's something you need to hear. What most people don't know is that they're about to have the hidden corners of their lives illuminated, whether they're ready or not. A long-concealed truth, a global deception pattern, a deeply personal lie, it's all on the verge of being exposed, and you're already feeling it. Are you ready to face what's been hidden? The universe isn't waiting. We're entering a period defined by the Mercury-Neptune alignment, a cosmic dance that influences our perception in profound ways. This alignment acts like a double-edged sword, amplifying both our intuition and our susceptibility to deception. It's like a cosmic magnifying glass, revealing details previously unseen, but it can also distort reality, creating mirages that lead us astray. That dream opportunity that seems too good to be true, the relationship dynamic built on unspoken lies, the nagging feeling that something isn't quite right. This alignment is bringing it all to the surface, forcing us to confront what we've been avoiding. It's essential to be aware of how this alignment is affecting you. This isn't just another astrological event. It's a cosmic call to discernment. But here's the thing, discerning truth from illusion during this period isn't easy. Deeply ingrained beliefs, societal conditioning, and even our own desires can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to see things as they truly are. Consider this scenario. You're offered a dream opportunity, the kind you've been visualizing for years. Everything seems perfect, but your intuition is screaming red flags. Your ego wants it to be real desperately, but something feels off. This is the Mercury-Neptune alignment at play, testing your ability to trust your inner guidance and question everything, including your own assumptions. Your intuition is a compass. Your critical mind, the map. You need to use both to navigate. I understand that this can be a confusing and anxiety-inducing time. The uncertainty, the feeling that reality is shifting beneath your feet, it's unsettling. But I'm here to tell you, you are not alone in feeling this. This is a collective experience. And here's the truth. It's also an incredible opportunity. This is your chance to break free from limiting beliefs, to overcome self-deception, and to shed the societal conditioning that's been holding you back. Confronting illusion leads to empowerment, to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. It allows you to align with your authentic self and step into your true potential. In this video, you'll learn 3 powerful exercises to sharpen your discernment and connect with your inner guidance. I'm telling you with certainty, these tools will help you navigate this alignment with clarity and confidence. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped to identify illusions, strengthen your intuition, and embrace the truth, no matter how challenging it may be. I've personally navigated major illusions in my own life, and the lessons I've learned have given me a deeper understanding of these energies. I'm sharing these insights to empower you on your path, because we are all in this together, seeking clarity and understanding in a world of illusion. So how can we navigate the Mercury-Neptune alignment to reveal hidden truths, overcome illusions, and step into our authentic power? That's the question we'll be exploring in this video, a journey of discovery and transformation that will help you unlock your full potential. Now, let's get one thing straight. To effectively navigate this energy, we need a plan. First, we'll explore 3 practical exercises to amplify your intuition, helping you to discern the whispers of your inner guide from the noise of the outside world. Then, we'll delve into 5 common manipulation tactics to watch out for, arming you with the knowledge to protect yourself from deception. Finally, we'll learn how to integrate these insights to create lasting change, transforming your awareness and aligning with your higher purpose. Equipped with these tools, you'll be ready to navigate the Mercury-Neptune alignment with clarity and confidence, embracing the transformative power it holds. But before we dive into intuition building, let's address a crucial first step. Have you noticed the world feels off, like everyone's acting out a script they didn't write, believing in a play that isn't real? You're not alone. We're swimming in a sea of collective illusions, amplified by the Mercury-Neptune alignment, and it's influencing everything. These shared false beliefs are distorting our reality, affecting our societies, and shaping our lives in ways we don't even realize. Are you ready to unplug from the matrix? The truth is, it's time to wake up from the dream. One of the most pervasive collective illusions is the belief in perpetual economic growth. We're told that endless expansion is necessary for progress, even as it destroys our environment, widens social inequalities, and leaves a trail of wreckage. But here's the thing, this illusion is not just a societal problem, it's deeply personal. If you believe in scarcity, that there isn't enough to go around, you might stay stuck in a dead-end job, fearing the risk of pursuing your true passion. You unknowingly perpetuate the very system that's holding you back. You accept less than you deserve because you believe there are limited opportunities. This is how collective illusions become personal prisons, and time's up to remain trapped within them. And what about the illusion of control? We cling to the idea that we can micromanage every detail of our lives, orchestrate every outcome through sheer force of will. The truth is, this alignment is showing that this is a lie. You might find yourself meticulously planning every aspect of a project, only to have unforeseen circumstances throw everything into chaos. Or you might be fixated on controlling your partner's behavior, only to drive them away. The illusion of control leads to stress, anxiety, and a profound disconnect from the natural flow of life. It's a dangerous trap. The stakes of remaining unaware of these illusions are high. Stagnation, manipulation, and a profound sense of disconnect, these are the consequences of living in a dream. You might find yourself trapped in cycles of unhealthy relationships, repeating the same mistakes over and over again because you're blinded by your own false beliefs. Or you might be easily swayed by propaganda and misinformation, becoming a pawn in someone else's game. The ultimate cost is authenticity, agency, and a life lived in alignment with your true purpose. What if the stagnation you've been feeling isn't random, but a sign you're being called to something greater? But here's the twist. This alignment is also activating. Truth triggers unexpected events, sudden emotional outbursts, or jarring synchronicities that are designed to shatter these illusions. Imagine you're driving to work, stuck in your usual routine, when suddenly you witness a car accident that shakes you to your core. Or perhaps you're in a conversation with a friend, and they say something that unexpectedly challenges one of your most deeply held beliefs. These truth triggers are jarring wake-up calls, meant to jolt you out of your complacency and initiate a journey of self-discovery. What if everything that seems to be going wrong is actually the universe pushing you back on course? Have you been experiencing strange dreams lately, filled with vivid imagery and symbolic content? You're not imagining it. Many are reporting an increase in nightmares, recurring dreams of falling, or being chased. What does it mean when you consistently dream of being trapped? The alignment is amplifying our subconscious anxieties, bringing hidden fears and unresolved conflicts to the surface for conscious examination. These dreams are not random. They're messages from your deeper self, urging you to confront what you've been avoiding. And what about those reality glitches, those strange coincidences and synchronicities that seem to disrupt your daily routine? Perhaps you keep seeing the same animal, number, or hearing the same song in unexpected places. You might think it's just a coincidence, but is it? Think about it. These glitches are the universe providing breadcrumbs, guiding you towards deeper truths. The universe is communicating with you through these signs. Are you paying attention? Many are experiencing heightened emotional sensitivity and empathy, feeling other people's emotions as if they were their own. Walking into a room and immediately sensing the tension between two people, or feeling overwhelmed by the sadness of a stranger on the street. The veil is thinning, blurring the lines between individual consciousness, and while this heightened empathy can be a gift, it can also be overwhelming. If not properly managed, it can lead to confusion, anxiety, and a sense of being constantly bombarded by other people's emotions. It's crucial to learn grounding techniques to protect your energy and maintain your equilibrium during this time. Are you overwhelmed by the pain of others? Perhaps you've noticed people around you questioning their careers, relationships, or belief systems, leading to major life changes. The woman who suddenly quits her corporate job to pursue her passion for art, or the couple who decides to end their marriage after years of unhappiness. You might have been witnessing friends cut ties with toxic family members. These shifts are often triggered by unexpected events or encounters that challenge their existing worldviews, forcing them to re-evaluate their priorities and make difficult choices. These can be sudden, dramatic, and even scary. But here's the deeper layer. Old wounds are surfacing, unresolved traumas are creating emotional flare-ups. Repressed memories are resurfacing, forcing people to confront past hurts. You might find yourself reliving childhood experiences, feeling the same pain and anger that you thought you had long buried. These experiences, while painful, provide the impetus to heal, forgive, and break free from limiting patterns. This is a difficult, challenging, but ultimately liberating process. This is what you're being called to heal. Here's how it works. The Mercury-Neptune alignment impacts the pineal gland, the seat of the soul, affecting our intuition and perception. Imagine a radio receiver being fine-tuned to pick up subtle frequencies. During this alignment, the pineal gland becomes more sensitive, making us more receptive to both true and false information. This is why it's crucial to filter incoming information, to question everything, and to trust your inner guidance. But there's also the concept of energetic entanglement, where we're all interconnected, influencing each other's thoughts and feelings. Think of the 100th monkey effect, where a critical mass of individuals believing something makes it easier for others to accept it. This energetic entanglement amplifies our susceptibility to mass consciousness illusions, making it difficult to discern our own thoughts and feelings from those of the collective. This is why it's so important to cultivate self-awareness and to protect your energy field from external influences. Are you being influenced by others? Now I know what some of you are thinking. Is this just wishful thinking or confirmation bias? Am I just seeing what I want to see? It's important to acknowledge the tendency to interpret events in a way that confirms pre-existing beliefs. This is why rigorous self-examination is so important, seeking objective perspectives and questioning your own assumptions. Don't let your desires cloud your judgment. What is one belief you would want to be true, even if it weren't? Neptune's influence can create a glamour, a deceptive projection that hides underlying realities. A politician who presents a false image to manipulate public opinion, or a celebrity who creates a carefully curated persona to hide their insecurities. The glamour is not necessarily intentional. It can be a subconscious projection based on unmet needs and desires. This can happen to each and every one of us. The illusion is real, and let's debunk some common misconceptions about intuition. True intuition provides a sense of calm certainty, a quiet knowing that guides you forward, whereas fear creates anxiety and doubt. True intuition whispers while fear screams. So cultivate a quiet mind, practice mindfulness, and develop trust in your inner guidance. Now it's time to take control. So what can you do? Let's put this into practice. What is one belief you hold that, if untrue, would drastically change your life? Write it down, explore it, question it. Dig deep and uncover the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. What would change if you released that belief? Then, find a quiet space, close your eyes, and connect with your inner guidance. Imagine yourself walking through a forest, encountering various symbols that represent truth and illusion. What do you see? What do you feel? This meditation can help you develop a stronger connection with your intuition and access deeper wisdom. Trust what you find. Next, when you encounter new information, ask yourself, who benefits from me believing this? What evidence supports this claim? What are the alternative perspectives? Apply these questions to news articles, social media posts, and conversations with others. Become a critical thinker, become a seeker of truth, and finally, stay grounded and centered amidst heightened emotional sensitivity. Spend time in nature, practice mindfulness, and connect with supportive communities. Create a daily ritual that helps you stay connected to your body and your intuition. Ground yourself with the earth. Seek out diverse perspectives to challenge your own biases and blind spots. Read books, watch documentaries, or have conversations with people who hold different views. Break free from echo chambers and develop a more nuanced understanding of the world. The world needs diverse perspectives. As we've discussed, this Mercury-Neptune alignment is a powerful catalyst for revealing hidden truths and breaking free from limiting beliefs. But the journey doesn't end here. This is a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. What if everything you know is only half the story? Now that you have the tools to identify illusions, let's delve into the specific tactics used by those who seek to deceive and control, so you can protect yourself and others from their influence. Get ready to learn about gaslighting, projection, and other common manipulation techniques that are designed to keep you in the dark, because what we'll discover next is even more shocking. You now have the tools to identify illusions, but what about those who are actively creating them? Effective deception isn't just about external manipulation. It preys on your deepest fears, your unacknowledged needs, and your hidden vulnerabilities. It's a dark partnership where your own psychology is weaponized against you. Have you ever wondered why some people are so easily swayed, while others remain steadfast in their truth? It's not about intelligence. It's about understanding your own inner landscape. Someone with a deep-seated fear of abandonment might be more susceptible to love bombing. This isn't just about empty flattery. It's about exploiting that raw, aching need to be seen, to be valued, to be cherished. Imagine someone showering you with affection, gifts, and promises early in a relationship, making you feel like you've finally found the one. Your pre-existing fear whispers, "This is it, don't let it go," and blinds you to the red flags, the intensity, the possessiveness, the unrealistic expectations. This fear becomes an open door. The manipulator simply steps right in. But here's the thing, manipulators often target those with strong intuitive gifts and empathetic abilities. Why? Because sensitive individuals often have weaker boundaries, which are easily crossed. Your very empathy, your ability to feel deeply, becomes a weapon in their hands. You might sense something is off, a subtle dissonance in their words or actions, but you dismiss it, thinking, "I'm just being too sensitive." You invalidate your own intuition to avoid conflict or to give them the benefit of the doubt. This is how your gift becomes your vulnerability. What if the very thing that makes you special is also making you a target? Awareness is your most powerful defense. This awareness begins with brutal self-analysis. What are your deepest fears? What needs are you desperate to fulfill? What are your blind spots? Being honest about your vulnerabilities creates a foundation for discerning genuine connection from manipulative tactics. You can't protect yourself from what you don't acknowledge. This Mercury-Neptune alignment is urging you to look inward, to confront your shadows, and to reclaim your power. It's time to get brutally honest with yourself. Emotional reasoning based on how you feel rather than on objective facts is a key vulnerability. Have you ever fallen prey to a scam because you felt the person was trustworthy despite contradictory evidence? You might ignore the inconsistencies, the pressure tactics, the too-good-to-be-true promises because your feelings override your logic. The con artist knows this. They appeal to your emotions, your greed, your fear, your compassion to cloud your judgment. You prioritize feelings over facts. This is when logic goes out the window. Gaslighting isn't just an isolated incident. It's a systematic dismantling of your reality. Imagine a partner consistently denying or minimizing your feelings. You're too sensitive. That never happened. You're imagining things. At first, you might shrug it off, but over time, this constant invalidation erodes your trust in your own perceptions and memories. You start to question your sanity. You doubt yourself. What you know to be true is consistently denied until you no longer trust yourself. This can lead to severe anxiety, depression, and a complete loss of self-worth. Gaslighting is a slow burn. Projection is a tactic where manipulators attribute their own unwanted traits or feelings onto others. A chronically unfaithful partner might accuse their spouse of cheating, deflecting suspicion, and making their spouse feel insecure and defensive. This creates a twisted reality where the victim is constantly trying to prove their innocence, while the manipulator avoids taking responsibility for their actions. The manipulator is getting away with their behavior scot-free. Triangulation is a particularly insidious form of manipulation that involves bringing a third party into a relationship to create conflict and control emotions. Think of a parent constantly comparing their children to each other, creating rivalry and insecurity, or a boss who plays employees against each other to increase productivity. This causes division, destroys trust, and positions the manipulator as the center of attention and the source of validation. The manipulator thrives off the chaos they create. Love bombing, as we've discussed, is a whirlwind of excessive affection and attention used to quickly gain control. A new romantic partner showers you with gifts, compliments, and declarations of love early in the relationship, overwhelming you with affection and making you feel like you've finally found your soulmate. This creates a sense of obligation and makes it difficult to set boundaries later on. You might feel guilty for questioning their motives or expressing your needs. The love bomber has now created a golden cage. Have you ever witnessed someone defending their manipulator even when the evidence was clear, only to later realize the truth after external validation? Perhaps a friend pointed out the inconsistencies in their partner's behavior, or a therapist helped them recognize the patterns of abuse. This underscores the importance of seeking external perspectives and trusting your intuition even when it's difficult. Don't isolate yourself, trust your inner circle. But here's the deeper layer. Gaslighting works by creating cognitive dissonance, the mental discomfort you experience when holding conflicting beliefs. The manipulator exploits this discomfort by constantly denying your reality, forcing you to choose between trusting your own perceptions and trusting theirs. Slowly, incrementally, over time, reality becomes warped. Think of it like slowly turning up the heat on a frog. The frog doesn't realize it's being boiled until it's too late. The small, consistent denials and distortions gradually warp someone's perception of reality. The psychological basis for projection can be linked to Carl Jung's concept of the shadow self, the unconscious aspects of our personality that we disown or repress. By projecting these traits onto others, manipulators avoid confronting their own inner demons. They might accuse you of being angry, when in reality, they are the ones struggling with repressed rage. This is a means of avoiding self-confrontation. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but what if I'm just being paranoid or overreacting? It's difficult to distinguish between genuine manipulation and one's own insecurities. That voice of doubt is strong. Track patterns of behavior over time, seek external validation from trusted sources, and above all, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Your intuition is there for a reason. Manipulators often exploit the brain's reward system through intermittent reinforcement. They'll provide praise occasionally, but mostly provide criticism, keeping you hooked and trying to please them. The praise is unpredictable, a random reward. Like a lab rat that keeps pushing a lever in the hopes of getting a pellet of food, you become addicted to their approval. The reward is never guaranteed. And let's not forget the role of power dynamics. Manipulators often target those in vulnerable positions, an employer exploiting an employee's fear of losing their job, or a parent using guilt to control their children. Manipulation is, at its core, a form of control. It often involves an imbalance of power. Power is the ultimate tool of the manipulator. So let's put this into practice. What now? Let's arm you with the power of self-awareness. First, try this reality-checking exercise. Describe a past interaction where you felt confused, dismissed, or invalidated. Write down your perception of the event, then ask a trusted friend for their perspective. Did they see the situation differently? Did they notice any red flags that you missed? This can help you identify potential gaslighting patterns and validate your own perceptions. Trust your friends. Second, set clear boundaries and communicate them assertively. Practice saying no to requests that feel uncomfortable or exploitative. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. No is a complete sentence. Third, use these journaling prompts to identify your personal triggers and vulnerabilities. What types of people tend to push my buttons? What needs am I trying to fulfill through them? Explore your relationship patterns and identify recurring dynamics. This helps you become more aware of your own vulnerabilities and set healthier boundaries. Journaling unlocks the truth. Fourth, trust your intuition, even when it contradicts logic. Intuition often manifests as a gut feeling, a sense of unease, or a recurring thought. Don't dismiss these signals. They are valuable sources of information. Your intuition will never lead you astray. And fifth, practice self-compassion and avoid self-blame. Being manipulated is not a sign of weakness, but a common experience. Don't beat yourself up. Self-compassion is essential for healing and moving forward. Forgive yourself and move on. As we've discussed, strengthening your intuition and understanding your vulnerabilities are crucial for spotting deception. But this knowledge is not just about protecting yourself. It's also about building relationships based on honesty, respect, and genuine connection. By identifying and avoiding manipulative dynamics, you can create space for more fulfilling and authentic relationships in your life. What we'll uncover next is even more shocking. What if the chronic patterns of deception in your life aren't just random occurrences, but echoes of unfinished business from lifetimes past? The Mercury-Neptune alignment acts as a key, unlocking doors to buried memories that are shaping your present reality in ways you can't consciously grasp. It's like watching a movie where you only remember bits and pieces, except this time, you're not just a spectator, you're still living it. A viewer consistently betrayed in relationships may not just be attracting the wrong partners. They might be unconsciously replaying a past life dynamic, drawn into a karmic loop until the original wound is healed. During this time, you might find fragments of past lives surfacing, not in a clear, linear narrative, but as intense emotional reactions, recurring dreams, or sudden flashbacks. Perhaps a sudden, inexplicable fear of enclosed spaces stemming from a past life imprisonment. Or a wave of grief washing over you for seemingly no reason, triggered by a song, a smell, or a face that resonates with a forgotten loss. What if these aren't just random emotions, but echoes of unresolved trauma seeking resolution? This potential past life reveal, while unsettling, is a tremendous opportunity for liberation. Facing the memory of being a perpetrator of deception in a past life can lead to profound empathy and a commitment to ethical behavior in the present. It's about acknowledging the darkness within yourself, not to wallow in guilt, but to transform it into a force for good. But here's the catch. It requires facing uncomfortable truths about yourself and your past actions. Are you ready to confront the person you used to be in order to become who you're meant to be now? Have you ever wondered why you're drawn to certain people, even if they present challenges? This is related to the concept of soul contracts, pre-incarnation agreements made with other souls to experience specific challenges and learn certain lessons together. A difficult relationship with a family member might be part of a soul contract to learn forgiveness, compassion, or healthy boundaries. Understanding this does not excuse harmful behavior, but it can provide context and meaning, allowing you to approach the relationship with greater awareness and intention. What if these soul contracts are not punishments, but opportunities for profound growth and healing? But here's the warning. Failing to recognize these past life influences risks perpetuating the same patterns of deception and suffering, lifetime after lifetime. Remaining trapped in a cycle of abusive relationships due to unresolved trauma from a past life experience is an example. You unconsciously recreate the same scenarios, attracting similar people until you break free from the karmic loop. The Mercury-Neptune alignment is like a cosmic spotlight, illuminating these patterns and urging you to take action. Will you heed the call or remain trapped in the shadows of the past? Think about it. Have you noticed any recurring themes in your dreams? Recurring dreams of being unjustly accused, imprisoned, or manipulated by authority figures may indicate past life experiences where you were victimized or oppressed. Pay attention to the symbols, the emotions, and the people in these dreams. They offer clues to unresolved issues that are still affecting you today. Are you being called to stand up for yourself, to break free from oppression, or to reclaim your power? Or consider this: have you ever experienced inexplicable attractions or aversions to certain places, people, or time periods? Feeling an immediate connection to a particular historical era or culture, even without prior knowledge, may be a sign of a past life connection. You might feel a sense of longing for a place you've never been, or an inexplicable aversion to a certain type of clothing or food. This happens because these attractions and aversions are rooted in past life experiences in those places or time periods. What if these feelings are not just random preferences, but echoes of your soul's history? What about unexplained skills or talents that seem to come naturally despite a lack of formal training? A natural ability to play a musical instrument from a specific culture, even without any lessons, may be a remnant of skills honed in previous lifetimes. You might find yourself instinctively knowing how to do something without ever having been taught. This is because those skills are already encoded in your soul's DNA, waiting to be reawakened. But here's the twist: sometimes the skills can be associated with trauma. For example, a surgeon who is naturally gifted in surgery might have been a butcher in a past life, causing them to feel conflicting emotions about their work. There are even accounts of individuals experiencing spontaneous past life regressions during meditation or hypnosis. A sudden, vivid flashback of a past life experience while meditating on forgiveness, for example. These regressions can provide valuable insights into current life challenges, revealing the root causes of your fears, your patterns, and your relationships. But it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Those memories can also be difficult, causing trauma. Have you ever met someone and felt an immediate, intense connection, as if you've known them your whole life? This might be a soulmate connection, recognizing someone as a kindred spirit from a past life. These connections can be both beautiful and challenging, as they often involve karmic lessons that need to be worked through. You might feel an instant sense of familiarity, trust, and understanding, but also an intense emotional intensity, as if your souls are intertwined. But here's what most people miss: these soulmate connections aren't always romantic. They can be family members, friends, or even acquaintances who play a significant role in your life. This means that a soulmate connection can also be someone who causes pain. Sometimes the strongest connections come from the people you least expect. So how do these past life memories even work? They are stored in the Akashic Records, an energetic database of all thoughts, feelings, and experiences of every soul throughout time. Think of it like a cosmic hard drive that contains the complete history of everything that has ever happened in the universe. The Mercury-Neptune alignment can increase your access to these records, making it easier to retrieve information from your past lives. This is not some mystical theory. There is scientific backing to it. But here's the catch: not all information is accurate. Some information in the Akashic Records can be distorted or misinterpreted, leading to false memories or inaccurate perceptions of the past. That's where the discernment comes in. But it doesn't stop there. There is the concept of karmic imprints, the energetic residues of past actions that continue to influence present-day experiences. Unresolved trauma from a past life can create patterns of fear, anxiety, or self-sabotage in the present. It's like carrying around a heavy weight on your shoulders without even knowing where it came from. These imprints can be cleared and healed through conscious awareness and intention. But how? You might be wondering, isn't this just imagination or wishful thinking? It can be difficult to distinguish between genuine past life memories and fantasies, especially when emotions are involved. That's why it's important to focus on the lessons and insights gained, rather than getting caught up in the details. What matters is not whether the memory is real in a literal sense, but whether it provides valuable information for your present-day healing and growth. Instead of trying to find evidence, focus on finding the emotion. During the Mercury-Neptune alignment, the veil between the conscious and subconscious minds weakens, making it easier to access these memories. It's like a dimmer switch being turned down, allowing previously hidden information to come to light. But here's the warning. This weakening of the veil can also increase your susceptibility to deception, both from yourself and from others. This is why it's so important to cultivate discernment and trust your intuition during this time. You must remain grounded. There's also the role of the subconscious mind in creating your reality. Unresolved past life trauma can unconsciously shape your present-day experiences. A subconscious belief in scarcity from a past life can manifest as financial struggles in the present. It's like living with a self-fulfilling prophecy, where your unconscious beliefs create the very reality you fear. By changing these subconscious beliefs, you can alter your reality and break free from the patterns of the past. As we approach this powerful gateway, consider this guided meditation or visualization exercise to explore potential past life connections related to deception. Imagine yourself walking through a doorway into a past life memory, focusing on the emotions, relationships, and challenges you encounter. What do you see? Who are you with? What lessons are you learning? Ask questions and seek guidance from your higher self. What answers do you receive? Also, use this journaling prompt to reflect on these past life connections. What recurring patterns of deception do I see in my life? How might these patterns be related to past life experiences? Explore themes of betrayal, manipulation, powerlessness, or guilt. What do these patterns reveal about your soul's journey? This exercise aims to identify the underlying roots of these patterns. Also, apply techniques to clear karmic imprints, such as forgiveness practices, Ho'oponopono, or cord-cutting rituals. Forgiveness can release the energetic bonds that tie you to past life experiences, allowing you to move forward with greater freedom and clarity. It's not about condoning harmful behavior, but about releasing yourself from the burden of resentment and anger. This allows you to move forward with greater freedom and clarity. Furthermore, seek guidance from trusted spiritual advisors or therapists who specialize in past life regression. Research qualified professionals who can provide a safe and supportive space for exploring these memories. It's also important to work with someone ethical and grounded, someone who can help you integrate these memories into your present-day life. You don't have to do this alone, and you might want to create a sacred space where you can connect with your intuition and explore your past life connections in a safe and comfortable environment. Use crystals, candles, and other tools to create a peaceful and grounding atmosphere. This space should be free from distractions and conducive to inner reflection, a place where you can connect with your soul's wisdom. This must be free from distractions. As we've discussed, exploring your past life connections can provide valuable insights into your current challenges and help you break free from recurring patterns of deception. But the journey doesn't end with just knowing about these patterns. It's also about acting on this knowledge to create more fulfilling and honest relationships. In the next section, we'll explore practical strategies for setting healthy boundaries, communicating assertively, and creating relationships based on trust and respect. The next section is going to unlock even more of the puzzle. As we've discussed, exploring your past life connections can provide valuable insights into your current challenges and help you break free from recurring patterns of deception. But the journey doesn't end with just knowing about these patterns. It's also about acting on this knowledge to create more fulfilling and honest relationships, rewriting the rules of engagement. Someone who has consistently attracted emotionally unavailable partners must now actively choose to seek out and cultivate relationships with emotionally available people. But here's the thing, rewriting these rules requires conscious effort and a willingness to challenge deeply ingrained beliefs about love and relationships. Beliefs like, I'm not worthy of love, or I have to earn love by being perfect. This Mercury-Neptune alignment amplifies the opportunity to identify and dismantle these unhealthy patterns, but it also requires vulnerability. You should expect emotional discomfort and resistance. The process may be painful, as it unearths deep-seated insecurities and fears, But what if this pain is the catalyst for profound healing? Authenticity, then, becomes a radical act of self-love and a powerful antidote to deception. Choosing to express your true feelings and needs, even if it risks rejection, is a form of rebellion against the forces that seek to control you. It's about refusing to wear a mask or to play a role, about showing up as your true, imperfect self. Because here's the secret they don't want you to know: your imperfections are your strengths. This leads us to the concept of energetic sovereignty, reclaiming your personal power and refusing to be manipulated or controlled by others. Refusing to engage in toxic dynamics, such as gaslighting or triangulation, requires setting clear boundaries and enforcing them consistently. But here's the catch: ignoring the call to authenticity will lead to continued cycles of disillusionment, attracting the same type of manipulative individuals and trapping you in a perpetual loop of heartbreak and betrayal. Will you continue to play the victim, or will you claim your energetic sovereignty and rewrite your relationship destiny? Have you noticed any shifts in your relationships recently? Partners who were previously distant suddenly becoming more emotionally available, or those who were enmeshed creating more space? These are observable signs of shifting relationship dynamics during this alignment. What if these changes aren't random, but part of a larger cosmic plan to realign your relationships with your highest good? This alignment is triggering a phenomenon known as karmic clearing, the release of old patterns and agreements that no longer serve your highest good. Ending relationships based on obligation or guilt, rather than genuine connection, is a prime example. Karmic clearing will feel both liberating and potentially destabilizing. It's like shedding old skin, allowing for new growth and expansion. But are you willing to let go of the familiar, even if it's unhealthy, to make space for something better? During this time, you might experience a heightened awareness of manipulative tactics used by others, leading to a refusal to tolerate such behavior. Immediately recognizing gaslighting or projection and calling it out, without internalizing the manipulator's narrative, is a sign that you're reclaiming your power. What if this newfound awareness is not just a personal awakening, but a collective shift towards greater honesty and transparency in relationships? Many people are reporting successfully transforming their relationships by embracing authenticity and setting healthy boundaries. Establishing healthy relationships after consistently setting clear boundaries sends a message to the universe that you respect yourself and your needs. It showcases the positive impact of these actions on both individuals and their relationships. What illusions are you now ready to release? There's also an increased desire for deeper connection and intimacy. The desire for vulnerability in relationships is leading to the sharing of vulnerable experiences. Vulnerability, when shared with a safe and trustworthy person, strengthens bonds. But here's the twist: vulnerability requires trust, and trust requires discernment. Are you willing to open your heart, knowing that it might be broken, but also knowing that it might lead to the deepest connection you've ever experienced? So, how does this all work? The Mercury-Neptune alignment can dissolve old energetic cords that tie us to past relationships, allowing for greater freedom and autonomy. Think of it like untangling physical knots. Each knot represents a past relationship, a broken promise, a lingering resentment. As you consciously work to untangle these knots, you release the energetic bonds that hold you captive. This dissolution may require conscious effort through visualization or ritual. Are you willing to put in the work to untangle your energetic knots and reclaim your freedom? The psychological basis for boundary setting is linked to self-worth and self-respect. A low sense of self-worth makes it difficult to say no or to assert your needs. Boundaries are not about controlling others, but about protecting your own energy and well-being. Think of your energy as a precious resource, like water in a desert. Boundaries are the walls you build to protect that water from being drained by others. What boundaries do you need to set to protect your precious energy? But what if setting boundaries pushes people away? I know what some of you are thinking. If I set boundaries, people will leave me. It's a valid fear, and it's rooted in the belief that you're not worthy of love unless you're willing to sacrifice your own needs. Healthy boundaries, however, will repel those who seek to exploit or control, while strengthening bonds with those who value and respect your needs. Remember, if setting a boundary drives someone away, that's not a loss, that's a win. Authenticity attracts individuals who are aligned with your true self. Authentic expression naturally attracts others with similar values. This is not about seeking validation, but about creating genuine connections. But here's the secret. True connection is not about finding someone who agrees with everything you say or do, but about finding someone who respects your authenticity, even when they disagree. What are you seeking from your relationships? Forgiveness also plays a critical role in breaking free from deceptive cycles. Forgiveness does not condone harmful behavior, but it releases the emotional charge associated with it. It's like taking the poison that someone else gave you and turning it into medicine. Forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event. It requires self-compassion, understanding, and a willingness to let go of the past. Are you ready to forgive both yourself and others and step into a future free from the shackles of resentment? To help with the journey, let's do an exercise. Write down a list of recurring issues in your past relationships. What common themes emerge? Look for patterns of codependency, control, or emotional unavailability. What does this tell you about the types of relationships you're attracting and the lessons you're meant to learn? This exercise aims to bring subconscious patterns to conscious awareness. Also, practice assertive communication techniques. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs clearly and respectfully. Instead of saying, "You always make me feel bad," say, "I feel hurt when you say that." Assertive communication is about expressing yourself without blaming or accusing others. How can you communicate more assertively in your relationships? Here's a visualization exercise. Imagine a cord connecting you to each person from your past relationships. Visualize yourself cutting the cord with love and gratitude, releasing both yourself and them. See a beam of light severing the connection, freeing you from the energetic ties that bind you to the past. This visualization is symbolic, but can have a powerful energetic effect. Don't forget to cultivate self-compassion and to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Make a list of 3 things you appreciate about yourself. What are your strengths, your talents, your unique qualities? Self-compassion is essential for healing and building self-worth. And finally, create a relationship vision board, a visual representation of the kind of relationships you want to create in your life. Include images of healthy couples, supportive friends, and fulfilling activities. This is a powerful tool for attracting positive relationships and setting clear intentions. What do you want your ideal relationships to look like? As we've discussed, breaking free from deceptive cycles requires embracing your authentic self, setting healthy boundaries, and cultivating self-compassion, reclaiming your energetic sovereignty. But this is not just about personal transformation. It's also about opening yourself up to new possibilities and connecting with your inner guidance on a deeper level. In our final section, we'll explore how this Mercury-Neptune alignment can unlock your hidden intuition and spiritual gifts, empowering you to live a more authentic and meaningful life. And what we'll discover next is even more shocking. As we approach this powerful gateway, this alignment between Mercury and Neptune, I want to acknowledge the conscious choice you've made to explore these often challenging truths. Your presence here signifies a deep commitment to awakening, to peeling back the layers of illusion that obscure reality. It takes courage to confront these hidden realities, to question the narratives that have been imposed upon us, and I want to thank you for being here with me on this journey. We're standing at the threshold now, on the verge of consolidating all that we've discussed, drawing together the threads of truth and illusion that have been woven throughout this exploration. The tools and practices we've shared are readily available, waiting to be wielded in service of your own liberation. But here's the thing, these tools require intention, dedication, and a willingness to do the work. There is no easy path to enlightenment, but there is a path, and you are on it. Now, I want to speak directly to your heart about something profound that's calling to both of us. I know that within you resides an inherent wisdom, a deep well of intuitive knowing that guides you even when the external world seems chaotic and confusing. Trust that inner voice, that quiet whisper that speaks truth to your soul, because it is your most reliable compass in navigating these treacherous waters. Throughout this journey, we've explored the Mercury-Neptune alignment as a cosmic mirror, reflecting both the beautiful and the unsettling aspects of our reality. Think of it like this. This alignment is a magnifying glass, highlighting the areas where illusion has taken root, where deception has clouded our judgment, but it's also revealing the hidden truths that lie dormant within us. Looking into this mirror may not always be easy. You might see aspects of yourself or of the world that are uncomfortable or even painful. But here's the key: confronting these reflections is essential for growth and transformation. Remember the tools we discussed: discernment, intuitive development, and boundary setting. These are not just abstract concepts, but practical skills that empower you to navigate the deceptive energies that may arise during this alignment. Discernment allows you to distinguish between truth and falsehood, to see through the manipulative tactics of others. Intuitive development strengthens your connection to your inner guidance, providing a clear signal amidst the noise. Boundary setting protects your energy and prevents you from being swayed by external influences. These are your greatest strengths, your most powerful weapons in this cosmic dance. But here's the twist: challenges and moments of disillusionment are not setbacks, but opportunities for profound spiritual growth and self-discovery. Emotional pain, while uncomfortable, can serve as a catalyst for healing old wounds, breaking free from limiting beliefs, and embracing your authentic self. The discomfort you feel is a sign that change is happening, that you're shedding old skin and stepping into a new version of yourself. Embrace this discomfort, for it is a signal that you are on the right track. This isn't just about your personal journey. Your commitment to authenticity contributes to a larger collective awakening that is happening on our planet. Each time you choose truth over illusion, each time you stand up for what is right, you send a ripple effect into the collective consciousness. You create new possibilities for others, inspiring them to embrace their own truth and break free from the chains of deception. Think of it like this: our exploration of deception is part of a timeless battle between light and darkness, truth and illusion. This is a universal struggle that has been playing out for centuries, a cosmic drama in which each of us plays a vital role. You are not just a passive observer, but an active participant in this ancient and ongoing story. But what if your commitment to truth and authenticity has a far greater impact than you realize? Every act of honesty, no matter how small, has a ripple effect on others, creating a more just and compassionate world. When you choose to speak your truth, you empower others to do the same. When you set healthy boundaries, you inspire others to protect their own energy. Your choices matter. Your actions contribute to a better future for all. As you continue forward, carrying this newfound awareness in your heart, I want you to remember something crucial: trust your intuition. Your inner knowing is always available, even when external circumstances seem uncertain. It's like a quantum compass, guiding you towards your highest good. Even if it's difficult to hear sometimes, even if doubt creeps in, trust that quiet voice within, for it will never lead you astray. Remember, you have everything you need within you to overcome any obstacle, to navigate any challenge, and to create a life filled with authenticity and joy. You are stronger than you think, more resilient than you know, and you are not alone. The universe is conspiring to help you succeed, to support you on your path, and to guide you towards your highest potential. So, embrace this truth and live from the heart. You have the power to create your own reality, a reality based on love, joy, and genuine connection. This reality is waiting for you, just beyond the veil of illusion. Are you ready to claim it? Now, I invite you to share your experiences and insights in the comments section below. What illusions have you uncovered during this alignment? What steps are you taking to live more authentically? Let's create a space for open and honest sharing, a community where we can support and uplift one another on this journey of awakening. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit from this message. Your support helps to spread the message and create a positive impact on the world. By subscribing, you become part of a growing movement of individuals who are committed to truth, authenticity, and conscious living. May you always walk in truth and live from the heart. Until next time, stay empowered on your path.